Hello friend. It's been a while since I've made a video. Today is December 4th and I figured it would be a good time for me to do a quick flip and talk through of my Hobonichi cousin. This is the July through December avec, and so this video is partially for me to think about what I want to keep or change for next year, but I figured it might also be helpful as ideas for anyone else looking to do their 2022 setup. If you're new here, welcome. 2021 was my first year with Hobonichi Cousin. Before that, I had been using the Passion Planner for 5 years. And I decided to go with the avec version because it splits the year into 2 books and it felt like less commitment. So maybe in January, I will do a final kind of 2021 recap with both books after the year's over. Next year, I do have the full year version of the cousin because I realized that I prefer having everything in one book and I didn't like having to reset up things in this book halfway through the year. But the book is a little chunky and heavy even without anything in it, so we'll see how it goes. On my latest Instagram, I asked if people had questions and someone asked how I use this planner. So like memory keeping versus planning. And the answer is definitely all of the above. And I'll talk through more as I go through the different sections. But the weeklies are definitely where I do the most of my planning. And I'm not going to mention all of the shops where I got stuff because that would take forever. But if there's anything you see that you're interested in, leave a comment. I can be sure to try and send you to the right place. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know I am all about random stats. So follow me there if you want to see a tally of kits by maker for my weeklies at the end of 2021. Instagram is a week in the life. I also linked in the comment below, in the description below. So without further ado, here is the planner. I did keep some sticky notes here in vellum, which is good, but I find that I don't actually remember to grab stuff from here that often. I'm at my desk right now and my sticky notes are like within grasp just that way, so I often just pull stuff from over there. But I think if I were to be planning on the go more, these would be really handy. The calendar, I covered up the previous year. I don't really need that at all. But I do have used it to track like PTO or like when people are visiting, when we're traveling, have some dates marked out in 2022. This part I have as an index of what each page is, and so they're color coded. Actually, here's the color coding for different to-do pages, swatches, trackers, things like that. And then down at the bottom, I have a 2022 section so that I can make notes about things that I want to remember for next year. This part, since this is a avec, the planner only covers these 6 months. This part is just for pre-planning. Didn't use this June at all because I used the June in the last book. Here's my monthly pages. And then the weeklies. So the weeklies are definitely where I do most of my planning. You'll see like work meetings and other to-do lists kind of at the top sometimes. Any appointments or events and stuff I'll get marked down in here. There are times like the weekend where I'm traveling or other things that'll become a little more like a memory keeping. So like this week, for example, we'd gone to national parks, and so this wasn't really pre-planned at all. It was more a memory spread of what we had done, like the hikes we went on, where we ate, things like that. But the normal pages are definitely more planning. And I do end up writing things in pencil a lot, especially like my work meetings get moved around a bunch, and it would be really messy to always cross things out. But so sometimes I find it easier to list stuff in pencil first, and then as the day goes, I will, especially when like this meeting might get canceled and a meeting will get scheduled on top of it. So it's a little wild to me that there's only like 3 pages left and then the weeklies are over. This is it's the turning the page pages. So there's 2 blank pages that happen between your weeklies and your dailies. Actually, in this version, there's 3 pages, and I think it's to make July start on the same page, like half of the page that it would have in the full year cousin. But here I have like hair products that I've been meaning to try. This is like a wish list, and then here's my order tracker. So I have when I made the order, when the thing was shipped, and when I got it. This is a bubble tea tracker, and then for most of the months of this book, I used this habit tracker, which is a stencil that I stamped. Then I kind of kept this pattern pretty consistent, so habit tracker on this blank monthly page, wish list and order tracker, what I spent money on the first of the month. My friend and I have been doing washi sample swaps. So once every month we send each other samples of washi that we have, so I always like swatch those. So you can see like there's sticky notes, there's like random projects. This is washi tape that I ordered from Simply Gilded. This is one of my favorites. This is new. It's a nail polish tracker, so it's my fingernails and my toenails. Just keep track of like what colors I've been using. That's fun. This page was done while I was in Yoseka's store. Sub kit tracker, which I love. This is me tracking what washi tape I sent to my friend. And then here you can see this picture that I printed, all tiny. This was this kit tracker I made in my last planner, and I wanted to kind of keep track, and so I tried to copy things over into here, but I actually ended up making this kind of in a digital form, because it was easier for me to then like sort by foil color, or I could like pre-assign a date. So like maybe there's a kit I really want to use for a certain event or something, I can pre-plan that and set that up in, so it's actually in Notion, and maybe if I am feeling technologically capable, I can add a cut of that into the video. My Notion database. Notion databases are kind of cool in that you can put a bunch of different filters on them, but this is information that I keep on each kit. So here's the name of it, the maker, the type of kit. So there's like deco kit, more generic full box kit, Hobonichi Weeks kit, cousin kits. I track some of the primary colors or like main colors in the kit, foil color if they have it, kit type. So there's like smaller kits with less things, or maybe I have like boxes only. Some I have like a corresponding monthly, or even digitals that go with it. Status here is never used, partially used, waiting for, things that I've ordered but haven't received yet. And then there's a very few that are actually finished. It's really hard for me to use up a whole kit. There's just so many stickers in them. But then I have season, so summer, winter, fall, spring, and week of. And this has been really helpful for me in the scheduled view. So if we look, I actually have December all scheduled for which kits I want to use in which week. And this is nice so that I can be like, oh, I might want to, I have Lunar New Year kits that I want to use in February, maybe the Sea Otters kit for my wedding anniversary, but it's easy to set things aside like that. And so like the May the 4th kit for May 4th. So this has been super helpful for me also to remember to use some of the stuff I have. I had this never used filter, so this only grabs the kits that are marked as never used, and I'm slowly kind of adding photos to them. But this is helpful to be like, oh, these are the kits I own and I need to be using them. I have seasons, and this filters them by season. So I can be like, oh, I'm looking for a winter kit. And then I have it by size. So cousin kits, here's all the cousin options, full boxes and weeks. And as you can tell, I have a whole lot of kits. So it's 95. There's only 52 weeks in a year. So goal for 2022 is definitely to not purchase any new kits. I do have
the Happy Daria stuff is a subscription, so that will probably have a few more, but they are every other month, so maximum 6 more for next year. So trying to keep this a little more under control and get more of these over to finish.
This is my reading tracker, which you can tell I have a lot of books that I haven't read yet. And then there's blank pages. I didn't want to have any blank pages when I started, but I think it's, if there's nothing I actually want to put down, I'm not feeling pressured to. So you'll see some more blank pages throughout the flip. In July, I did do Stamp Your Planner July, where I picked out 1 or 2 stamp colors and 2-ish washi tape for each week, and did that. So if you notice, there weren't any sticker kits or anything in the first few weeks, and that's because I did that. The last page of each month, I have a reading tracker. So the big ones are the books I finished. The little ones are the books that I'm still in progress reading. So another habit tracker, wish lists, and then I have a lot of weekly to-do lists in here. Candles, more blank pages. Here's another weekly to-do list. Here I'm swatching out some washi I received. This was because I had a lot of pre-order washi. I wanted to keep track of how much washi I still had outstanding, and I am proud to say that I'm finally not waiting on any washi. So I have all of the washi that I've ordered in hand, and I should probably not buy any more washi next year. But another to-do list, packing list, more blank pages. I do occasionally do daily pages. It doesn't usually work out the way I want it to, but yeah, sometimes I do have stuff. There's more washi that my friend sent me. This is bathroom cleaning. This is from the sub kit arriving. So yeah, I try to swatch the washi when I get it, kind of as I'm remembering what I'm, and also to get me to start using things. So here's another to-do list. August was probably my best reading month. As you can tell, this page is super full, and they'll never look this full again. But here's September, habit tracker, wish list. Here's some blank pages, to-do list, packing list. This is mail that I sent out. And then while we were in the national park, I use these as memory keeping daily pages, also because I love collecting these stamps from national parks, and so the daily pages were a perfect space to just put those down without worrying about it covering something up. And so I could put down which hikes we did and things like that. Tipped in this vellum for my birthday. Another weekly to-do list. Notes from orders. Swatching out some washi. More washi tape. And then I did try some new hair styling products this year, so use this to kind of keep track of some thoughts. You'll see a few of those. September books. October habit tracker, wish list, weekly to-do list, more first thoughts, more washi tape. This is where I started thinking about 2022, but I'll say this is almost as far as I've gone in terms of setting things up for next year. So I'll definitely be returning to these pages. And so I added a vellum sticky note just because they're a little sturdier, so I can easily find this page later on. But yeah, I love keeping the notes with the orders, especially when they're on thinner paper. The cardstock is a little harder to put in here, but here's my hair products, washi tape that I got from my friend, weekly to-do list, October books, November habit tracker, wish list. I got a packing list, more hair product tracking, washi tape. This is keeping track of like Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales that I was interested in. More washi tape. And also I like the daily pages because I can put little like mementos and things like this, like tickets or other things from that day. So then in this way, this is definitely more memory, but then my to-do lists are more planning focused. Packing list. Here's a ticket. More washi tape. This is a to-do list. November, I barely read. December, well, this past few days have been a little hectic, and so I didn't bother pulling out the stencil, so I just did the same habit tracker, kind of just like this. But that means I have the space. Maybe I will put some more Christmas stickers down, because I realized I have a lot of those last night. Wish list, spot list. This is washi mail that I sent out. And I think that's all. Yeah, and this is the start of the next to-do list for the next week. So I do try to match the to-do list with the theme of the week. So for example, let's find a good one. Like this one, all of these are washi tapes from the Happy Daria sub kit, and it matches the week. So week 47, week 47. This is a good way for me to use up a little more of the kit because I really don't use that much in the weekly pages. So yeah, and then in the very back there's some blank pages. So I have like a watch charger situation, back charging situation. This is different permanent markers on different types of pens. So on the sticky note, board game tracker, flips red, and yeah, that is about it. Oh, in the back here I do have a sheet of release paper that I taped onto the back of vellum, and so here it's really nice to be able to just stick like stickers on here, and especially if I'm traveling I can just grab like a single sticker instead of bringing the whole sheet with me. And so this is also helpful for like samplers or things that like just don't fit in other places. I can store some stickers back here in the planner. And yeah, so that is my 2021 July to December. Let me know if you have any questions or want to know more about anything else. I think I'll probably maybe do a video in January. But yeah, if you want to see more in the meantime, be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm definitely way more active on there. But yeah, until next time, bye.